Upon the billowing shroud of the sea, under a grayish cloud, thunder clouds taking shape, 20 leagues off Mendocino Cape. The crescent moon had rose, and amongst the twinkling stars it froze, and suddenly there came a whoosh, as the sea exploded with a breach. A whale, a sperm, a cachalot, from the sea did rise, did blow and breach, so close, so very close, scarce within my reach. It was a pleasant night in June, under a rather melancholy moon. Caught in its teeth 6 meters a giant squid, captured from beneath. Leviathan and prey crashed back into the brine in a frothy spray, and I watched with enraptured awe. My crew and I, not a word could we say, as this whale, this sperm, this cachalot, dove into the depths, dark and gray. With a splashing bow he was gone, concluding the grim ballet. The sun's morning glow gave cry to the sky with a loud "Thar she blows." The whales, the sperms, the cachalots, all around us they did swim and breach. Through the grayish gloom we saw the approach of the grisly Goliaths of doom. Nearer they came, these steel-sheathed slayers of sweet sentient grace. We children of Ahab watched them approach with fear upon our face. Oh, how I despise them, these loathsome slayers of grace. We heard the thunderous shot. We saw the blood as the dying whale fought. In the dark blue sea, she thrashed in pain as bullets through her body lashed. Her hot breath shot forth in a pinkish mist from this dying cachalot. She arched her back in a twist and rolled in a horrific pain. To slaughter this wonderless, armless Buddha was senselessly insane, and I could not help but wonder how many others had they slain. Like a sad, chaotic night, we raced our zodiacs with another pod in sight. My small boat through the waves did rip as we chased that evil ship. The harpoon we blocked, as before the high foreboding bow we rocked. Before the whales, the sperms, the cachalot, numbered a pod of 8. 2 young calves, 5 females with a large bull as their protective mate. A family waylaid by chance, could we avert their grisly fate. In mortal fear raced the whales, we followed with the monster on our rear. That steely prow did glide over the tide, cleaving the sea like an axe. The harpooner was grim, he aimed at my heart, as I looked back at him. He could not kill a whale, a cachalot, with our bodies in the way. The Russian captain ran forward, and to the harpooner had his say. His finger sliced across his throat, as he screamed for us to stay away. Like a delicate shell, my little boat rose upon the surging swell. I was so near I could smell the fear in the vaporous breath. I could see a spout misting the air. I heard the whalers shout. I went surfing down into a trough when I heard that horrific sound. The deadly missile whistled near o'erhead as I quickly turned around, and what I saw horrified me as my heart began to pound. Like a woman tortured by a heartless fiend, I heard her painful scream. She rolled on the flood as a fountain of blood spurted from her side. My God, I cried, watching helplessly as in convulsions she died. Her hot blood spread like a malignant stain on the surface of the sea. The largest whale turned to the right. 6 others turned left to flee. His tail rose and came down hard as a saddened fluke slapped the angry sea. Beneath me, the Leviathan swam towards the whaler with the intent to ram. The big gun was ready, and they were ready, reloaded with a merciless dart. I saw his eye breach the surface. I saw the gun and knew that he would die. This whale, this sperm, this cachalot, face to face with a monster on the sea. In shock, I sat in my tiny boat as witness to cold-blooded murder on the sea. In a fight most unfair, he would die, slaughtered on that sullen sea. At point-blank range, the gun did spit. A roar shook the air as his body sank. Slowly into the scarlet waters he bellowed, crazed with rage. My tears did flow as the whalers smirked, and shock vanquished all my fears. This whale, this sperm, this cachalot, this savage lord of the deep abyss, slain by ignorant, black-hearted, nameless men, spineless and merciless, devoid of empathy, these killers on the sea, unmoved by the whale's distress. In horror I sat until suddenly I caught the whale's penetrating eye. I looked at him, and he looked at me, and then he dove beneath the sea. Aghast, I saw a trail of bloody bubbles coming towards me fast. The whale, the sperm, this cachalot, rose from the sea and towered by our side. My first thought was that this great titan would slay me before he died. His teeth so close, his breath upon my face, steaming, streaming blood cascading down his side. Leviathan, his strength is great, and thus he had no need to hate. I saw in his eye that he understood that we were there for his good. Reflected in that great whale's eye, I saw myself, a-crying for a reason why. Slowly he sank into the dark depths. I watched him sink beneath the shroud. Rain like tears upon me fell beneath the towering thundercloud. All was quiet on the sea as blood oozed up from that darkened shroud. Amidst the violence and the strife, he had chosen to spare my life. With a relief and great emotion, I sat in that boat upon that heaving ocean. That eye, so beautiful and so real, oh my God, it haunts me still. Before he sank and departed, a message to me was imparted. Repay this debt for your life, your course has now been newly charted. You live to serve a greater good, you must finish what you started. That large orb, that sacred eye, like a sponge my soul it did absorb. The whale, the sperm, the cachalot had struck my heart with one desire. In its depths I saw the past, felt the present, saw the future in that living glass. On that spot, I quit the maddening insanity of ruthless humanity. I swore in a frustrated fit of angry profanity to forsake myself from mankind's festering inhumanity. The dark and deep enchanted depths does its silent secrets keep. Benthic vows unrecanted weigh heavily on the heart and mind. The whale's hot blood still burns my soul, and through desire dries my will. The whale, the sperms, the cachalots guide my hand on the sea and land, for in their service I am committed, and in their service I do stand. As the seas I have chartered keep me sailing o'er the darkening sand.